have used several anti-cellulite products in the past, and I must say, this one is the best one yet. Victoria's Best Extreme Slimming Anti-Cellulite Gel has a light, fresh feel. And just like the product states, I could see a difference in the tightening of my skin in just 20 minutes. I use it with Victoria's Waist Training Cincher and on my trouble areas at bedtime. I'm noticing a difference already, so by summer, I should be hot.
Hi, I'm Victoria Johnson, and welcome to Victoria's Body Shop.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yo, what's up?
Get out.
Yo,
Victoria's Body Shop.
yo, what's up?
Okay, y'all, it's time to do some cellulite busting up in here. I hope you're having an awesome week. It is really interesting how, as time goes by, it seems like little stuff starts creeping up on your body, doesn't it? I mean, you turn around and one day there's like a dimple and a wrinkle and a spot, all these imperfections. Well, we can't get rid of all the imperfections, but how cool is it that there are some solutions for some imperfections? After all, we're perfect on the inside, so we're always trying to match it on the outside. Yeah, I want to talk to you today about how to get rid of some cellulite and also how to lose inches, temporarily really fast, and then over time, your entire body starts to adapt. I want to give you 5 keys to losing inches fast. It's something that I do with my models. I do on the film sets. I do on entertainment sets. When someone has to get ready for a video or a film or a shoot and they need to have instant relief from possibly a dimple or a wrinkle or maybe even some extra salt that gets trapped in the body and it appears to be dimply underneath the skin, that's called the extrastitial water. What happens is you get an extra trapped salt and water and toxins. They actually can form underneath the skin, and it makes everything look absolutely horrid. You get these lumps, you get these bumps, you get these uneven areas, and even though maybe it's not even fat sometimes, but it's just trapped water, it actually can make you look like you have cellulite. So I want to give you 5 keys to get rid of that really fast. First of all, you want to think about making sure that you're drinking enough water, that you prepare yourself for this entire process, because you're going to look at hydrating your body in such a way that it releases the extra water. I know, that sounds kind of silly, right? If I'm retaining water, why do I want to drink water? Because when your body is dehydrated, it has a tendency to hang on to all the things that it doesn't need. So we want to make sure we give it what it needs so that it can release the excess toxins, the excess salt, and the excess impurities and poisons that actually get trapped under our skin, and it's not healthy for us. So first of all, I like to do wraps. I love it. When, matter of fact, I went to one of those really fancy spas. I know you know the brand and everything, and I'm not going to dog them on the air, but I do want to say that I went and I was excited to go. And it cost me $125, and I went in and I did the dry brushing, and I put on the solution, or they put on the solution, and then we wrapped, and then we went into this room, and the whole process was 45 minutes for $125. I lost inches, I did some detoxing, but I felt like I wanted to stay, number one, I wanted to stay longer in the wrap. Number two, once I came out of the wrap, it was like, it was traumatic because we were in a room, it was quiet, it was dark, it was comfortable, and they had music playing, and all of a sudden they drag you to another room, and they turn on the lights, and they wipe all the stuff, and you're like, wait, I had this great experience. All of a sudden I feel like I'm just totally traumatized. So I like to do my wraps at home. 2 reasons. 1, less expensive. I can stay as long as I want in the wrap. I can even wear it overnight if I only wrap a certain area, not my entire body. And number 2 is I get to control the level of comfort. I get to control how I sense, how I feel. I get to control the environment. I get to control the room temperature. And so can you. So I want to teach you how to do this at home so that you feel really good about doing a detox and a cleanse at least 2 to 3 times a week when you're first getting rid of excess body fat and excess storage of toxins. And then maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, but I try to do it at least once or twice a week. It's interesting. My skin glows, my clothes feel better. I feel more relaxed because I make myself take the time to listen to music and or maybe to meditate or maybe just to sit and read a book. But it's a great time that I ask myself to check out, go into me, work on myself, relax, and just find some downtime and some me time. Doesn't that sound just great? Well, first of all, let me tell you why this is so important to me. I was overweight as a kid, and I always felt uncomfortable. I always felt subconscious, and I was a chronic eater. I used food to sedate myself. If I was upset, I ate. If I was frustrated, I ate. If I felt down or depressed or anything that wasn't happy, it was a reason for me to eat. And then, of course, when something good happens, you go celebrate, and what do? You eat, right? So we have to change those cycles because fat really is dangerous. It really is toxic. I even got to the point where, because of my diet, and I was binging and purging and doing all these poor behaviors, I ended up with chronic fatigue, and I spent so much time in bed, and I was sick, and I started to develop fibromyalgia to the point where I felt like every muscle in my body was aching all the time to the very core essence of who I was. My bones, everything felt like it was an absolute chore just to move and breathe. I was breathless even sitting up in bed. And someone helped me. Someone that I knew from the past had come into my life and came in and said, I have a solution for this, and started to help me detox my body, lose excess weight. And one of the things that she had me do was wraps. And that was my first introduction to detox wraps. I cannot even believe that to this day, I still practice that behavior because it helps me feel better. It keeps my skin detoxed. It keeps my body healthy. It keeps me feeling light, and it keeps the poisons out of my bloodstream. And that's really important. So first of all, I want you really to understand something. Fat is dangerous. It's nothing to play with. And yeah, it's unsightly. But more than that, it's not healthy. The fat you're looking at that you can grab on your body right now, see if you can you grab anything? Can you take a handful anywhere? If you can, then that excess fat is robbing you of life. It has toxins, it's fatty acids, it has impurities. You want to get those out of your body. Those are the things that clog your liver, ruin your pancreas, ruin your thyroid. They actually destroy your body's organs. And they can also turn into cholesterol, get trapped in the arteries, and you can end up with a stroke. There's nothing healthy about excess body fat. And that's what's interesting that we don't understand as a society is that we try to say, oh, don't fat shame and all these kind of things. Dude, fat shame, we're talking about saving our own life. It's not about looking at a person's size and judging them. It's about looking at yourself and saying, how can I save my own life? How can I really empower myself so I can have an absolute incredible destiny? Because we're all here to give and to love and to serve and to help and to be absolutely outrageously awesome at something and to reach our full potential. We can't do that when we're bogged down with excess fat, excess impurities, toxins that are completely ruining our health. So you really need to understand this is not about how you look in the mirror and shaming yourself. This is about how I feel inside and how I'm going to take the responsibility to heal my own body by getting rid of the excess toxins and fat that clog my system and block who I am inside. You're special. You're unique. You're awesome. Everyone should see the real you. But we know that at first glance, how I look is what they think. But how about how I feel is how I present myself. So let's start there. So you want to be sure that you get all your things together when you get ready to do a wrap. I use my own formula because I like my extreme slimming cream. The ingredients are so pure and so good and so awesome that I don't have to mix anything. I used to make my own at home. I'd sit and get all the ingredients and put them together, and I didn't always quite know exactly how much to mix and how much to use and not. So the science that put this whole process together for us has it all figured out. The complete 100% process. The right amount of every single element and every single ingredient has been measured out. It has been determined. It's been researched. It's scientifically proven that there are elements in this extreme slimming cream that work. They're good. And even back to when I was in the spa and I had one of those wraps and I read the ingredients because I bought some and took some home. There were a couple ingredients in there that I wasn't necessarily that fond of, but I used it anyway. And now that we have our own formula and we use it on sets and we use it with our people, we are so happy. And we've got a lot of great reviews too. So you got to check the reviews on Amazon. What you want to be aware of though is this really is about detoxing, about slimming, about trimming, about gradually over time reducing body fat and actually getting the skin to return to its normal supple state, but it takes time. And that's why I want you to understand that this is the beginning of an instant solution as it works its way into a permanent fat loss solution. So first of all, you want to make sure that you make a commitment to doing this whole process. You want to get everything together that you need. You want to put it all in one spot. You want to have a goal. You want to have a reason for doing it. You want to have set a time aside. And then you want to be sure that you get all your equipment together. So first of all, you want to get serious. You want to make a commitment. And you want to determine the time. And you want to set it aside for yourself. No kids, no family, nobody coming in, nobody bugging you, nobody stopping you. Lock the door. Go, even if you have to go to a hotel, I don't care. Just do something for yourself. But be serious and understand you're actually doing something amazing for your body. You're not just going to lose inches. You're really going to detox your entire system. That's what's so powerful about this whole program. And you want to write it down. Write down your results. I always keep track because sometimes I don't lose as many inches as other times. And then I go back and I see that, okay, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I didn't dry brush. So make sure you get serious, make a commitment, decide the time, get all your equipment together at one place. All right. So you want to do that. Number 2 is to get equipped. So number 1 was get serious, write down on your calendar, decide a time. And even if you can, write it down so you can do it like maybe every Tuesday or every Saturday or every Sunday night, whatever. Just determine a time and write it down and be consistent for at least 4 to 6 weeks. And then you'll start to see the results really happen for you. And number 2 was what? Get equipped. You're going to get your wrap materials together. You're going to get organized. You're going to get it all set up before you start so you can get everything you need. I use a dry brush. I get saran wrap. I also wear my waist trainer. I love my waist trainer, by the way. It's so soft, it's so pretty, and I even sometimes wear it out in the evening just because it makes me feel really sexy, right? I get a tape measure, and I measure before, and I measure after, and I always try to measure the exact same spots to see, okay, was there water retention here? Maybe I didn't lose an inch or so in one area, but I did lose 3 in another area. I find that certain areas of our body, we carry more water than other areas, and that's what you're going to lose at first. You're going to lose that excess body water. And then I get my extreme slimming gel. I put everything out. And if you're not going to use the gel or the cream, but you're going to use something else, then put it all together. Get all your ingredients together, all right? And I always make sure I wear some sort of a lightweight garment after I'm wrapped. And sometimes, if depends on where you are, maybe you don't want to wear anything, but I like to cover up. And if you wear it overnight, make sure you don't put anything on that makes you really hot and sweaty all night, because you really the actual ingredients are going to soak into your skin and then soak into your bloodstream, and then it's going to help you release the toxins. So you don't have to do the sweating thing. That's optional. Maybe if you want to just put a wrap on and you want to sweat for an hour or so, maybe on your abs or maybe on your legs or your arms or your upper chest or something, you can do certain body parts and you can get hot that way. Or you can sweat that way. But I don't want you to think about wrapping yourself up and sweating overnight. That's not what this is about. This is not about getting ready for some sporting event. This is about getting ready for life and detoxing and preparing your body for such a place that it can release the things it doesn't need and then just improve as you go through this process. Now, and make sure that you don't do this in the sauna, because I know some people, I know I had a friend in Russia and she wanted to wear it in the sauna. I said, you can put it on. You can put on the cream and go in the sauna and sweat. Yes, absolutely. But don't wrap up and go in the sauna. I want you to be careful about dehydrating yourself and be careful about overheating. I don't want you to get hurt. I want you to get healthy. I want you to get healed. Number 3 is you want to make sure you have some sort of a water, lemon, enzyme. You want to have something that's going to help continue the flushing. Once you put the wrap on and you take it off, the ingredients will still be circulating throughout your body, helping you to detox, helping you to detox the liver, helping you to start that process. And then 2 to 3 days later, you still can have products in your body that, and elements and ingredients that can help to detox the colon and detox your digestive system. So you want to be sure you have water, lemon. I always have my infuser water bottle, and I like to put kiwi and strawberries and lemon and lime. And then when I'm really like getting ready for a shoot, I'll take my infused water bottle and I'll actually add cucumbers and celery and bok choy, anything green with great enzymes and great amount of minerals, things that can help me replenish, but also help my body to burn fat faster and to burn it longer. I love that. So you want to have your water at least 2 to 3 liters is what I try to do every single day through the entire process that I'm trying to detox and to cleanse and to release the stored body fat and the stored toxins. Number 4. I want you to relax and chill. Really important. I don't want you to put on your wrap and go out and start cleaning the house. Maybe if that's what, you know what, I'll take it back. If that's what you want to do or you want to dance, that's fine. I prefer to allow the body to go into a state of relaxation and to allow the elements to penetrate my entire metabolic system. So that's just me. You find that thing that works for you, but I really want you to try to relax and chill if you can. And you want to be sure wherever you put on, you're trying to change. Say you want to work on your thighs, the back of your thighs or something. I like to put on my extreme slimming cream, and then I'll put on some of those neoprene pants. I love that. Sometimes I'll wrap my legs in, put the pants on over the top. Sometimes I'll just put the pants on after I've put on some of the cream. And sometimes I'll even wear cream and go put on my pants and work out. So, but I don't do it on top and bottom both because to me, it's too much at one time. That's why I like to do 3 times a week. I just switch around my body parts, and that way I'm able to get each body part. I don't get overheated, but I'm able to accomplish what I want, which is lose body fat, reduce inches, get rid of the excess toxins and cleanse, and completely give your body a chance to heal itself from the inside out. And number five is your diet. You want to be sure that when you're doing a cleanse, you're eating very healthy. I love the green smoothies. I love high fiber vegetables, broths, homemade soups that are light. And I don't want you to have any sugar, no refined foods, no canned foods, no high salt foods, no chips, right? No desserts unless it's fresh fruit, fresh low glycemic fruit. Because what you're doing here is you're allowing your entire metabolic system, your digestive system, to work in such a way that it's releasing itself of things that it doesn't need. That's what toxins are. That's what impurities are. One thing I always do, too, is I like to have my probiotic tea. Because before I had the probiotic tea, I was doing just my skinny tea, which is awesome as well. But now that we've added the probiotics, I'm finding that my digestive system is so smooth. It's like I don't have gas. I don't get acid reflux anymore. Things that you eat certain foods and you just feel like, oh gosh, I have heartburn. That's what the probiotics is for. The probiotics is to prepare your entire digestive system to give you what's called a healthy gut, so you can actually absorb the minerals and the vitamins in the food you eat, because most times we don't, because our stomach is so acidity. So this is a way to help our body to really, really be healthy. And it's really interesting. I saw this quote that said, probiotics for women's health has a huge future, says Crystal Thomas White, a PhD candidate working with Professor Alan Wolf at the University of Chicago Loyola. And she says it needs to be the future because as women, we really want to be sure that we take care of our body. And we have to have good bacteria to destroy the bad bacteria. And if you have anything like urinary infections, yeast infections, you get a cold, you get the flu all the time, you don't have the energy you want, you feel like you're fatigued, you feel like you eat but you're so hungry, you want to look at the probiotic tea, because what's happening is your body is not absorbing the vitamins and minerals that you're eating and getting in food. Even if you're taking supplements, if you're not doing something to prepare your gut to digest those enzymes and vitamins and minerals and macronutrients and micronutrients, if your digestive system is not in a state where it can receive and to digest and actually absorb, then you're basically anemic. That's why you get sick, your skin doesn't heal, you'll get a cut, you'll get a bruise, it doesn't go away, you end up with stretch marks because your skin's doesn't have the vitamins and minerals it needs to restore. Even if you take vitamin A, vitamin E for your skin, it doesn't matter. If your gut is not healthy enough to absorb it so that it can go back to the cell and repair itself, then you're basically just going to flush it down the toilet. So you want to be aware of that. And so you take a look at the probiotic tea. And you also, the last thing is you really want to do something after you've done with your wrap to firm and lift your skin. Take a look on my blog and take a look on my website and take a look at my Amazon store. We have created an absolute amazing skin rejuvenating products. What we've done is we've gotten pure elements that are innovative, they're cutting edge. A lot of them are being used overseas. Now they're coming into the US of A. Look at them because you want to have the most beautiful skin you can at any stage in life. And you can now. It takes time, it takes work, it takes energy. But if you use the refining wash to prepare the skin, and then I like to use my Firm and Lift, my retinol. I am loving the retinol. My neck was starting to get creepy, the little creepy spots. It's starting to get soft again. The creepiness is going away. The skin tone is getting more even. Start getting those little bags under your eyes, those little brown spots. Start getting those little dark spots under your eyes. My Brighten, I tell you, I love it. I love it. I love it. Just go check it out. But so that's what I want you to do. I want you to go in and completely renovate your body from the inside out, and then also put the things on the outside that helps it to heal, repair, restore, rejuvenate. That is the key to having the absolute most beautiful skin, healthy body, tight waist, tight legs. And if you're struggling with something, just send me a question. Send me an email at info@victoriajohnson.com, and I will answer it. I'm trying to answer as many as I can. I'm really slammed. I'm traveling. I got clients. I've got a couple of people getting ready for some really important events. So I'm doing whatever I can to get back to you. But you guys are really important to me. Yes, you are special and you are important. And I want you to start healing yourself and taking care of yourself and knowing that, you know what, it's going to be a year from now. So you might as well do whatever you can to look better when a year from now. Don't do that. Well, it's too late. Well, I already got wrinkles. Well, I've got this. I've had it all my life. You know what? Stop it. Just stop it. You can improve. You can get better. You can still reach your potential because you were made to succeed. So do these things. Go get a body wrap. Take care of yourself. Eat the right things, think the right things, and then prepare yourself to succeed, prepare yourself to win. So there it is. You have your 5 tips, okay, your 5 keys for doing an awesome body wrap at home. Get started this week. Get your Extreme Slimming Cream. Get your Firm and Lift. Get everything set out that you need, and get started having the best body ever. I'm Victoria Johnson. I totally love you.
Victorious Body Shop.
Yay, you did it. You made it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for listening today to the podcast. I value you, and I hope you value yourself, because you are not only a good listener to me, you're a great friend. I love sharing my passion of vibrant health, fun, success, and especially my body detailing strategies. I study, I work with other great professionals so that I can bring you the most informative, useful, practical, cutting-edge information available to help you succeed and achieve your goals, whatever they are. You want to stay informed, right? And you want to continue to grow just like me. Well, to keep you fired up, to keep you sexy, I have a newsletter that goes into more details about what I shared with you today. And to order any of my products, as I mentioned in the podcast today, I set up a special VIP red carpet discount code just for you to purchase any and all of my products or books on Amazon.com. My Body Shop products are discounted already, but I'm offering you an additional VIP discount. That's right. Awesome, yeah? Yeah. You want to get your VIP coupon for you to use whenever you order? Go to my website, victoriajohnson.com, VICTORIAJOHNSON.com, and sign up for the free weekly health and fitness and skincare newsletter. There is so much information. There's tons of hints, helpful tips that I use with my professional athletes, celebrity clients, entertainers, and yes, things that you should be doing because you're VIP too, you know. That's right, I'm opening my shoot bag of tricks just for you. You are the rock star in your life, and you deserve to look, feel, and perform like it every day. I'm giving you the secrets and the tools to do it, but you have to stand up. You have to raise your hands, and you have to say, yes, I want to be even more sexy, even more fit, even more fabulous, and I want to achieve all that I can. So go there right now. Don't wait another minute. Sign up and get your VIP coupon delivered right to your email box. Make this the best day ever.